What is up, YouTube? It's Tracy, aka Lil Jitsu here, and today I'm going to be talking about something that can literally make or break your jiu-jitsu experience. Bad drilling partners, okay? And now I'm going to give you 3 seconds to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because what are we even here for? Also, don't forget to hit the bell notification so you can be notified immediately when I post new, exciting, fantastic, great content for you in the future. Now let's get right into it. Alright, so maybe you're new and you're unaware that there are good and bad drilling partners. Or maybe you're a gigantic human and are here to make sure that you're drilling the correct way. As a side note, this is Lil Jitsu, but big boys are welcome too, so you're cool. Maybe you've experienced a bad drilling partner and are here for moral support after a rough class. Trust me, I've been there, I feel you. Either way, I'm going to talk about the types of bad drilling partners out there and how to be a good one. It's going to be some good information. All of these come from past experiences, so watch till the end. Should be useful and hopefully enjoyable as well. So first up on our list is the counter striker, okay? This is when someone is actively trying to come up with or discover counters and defenses to the technique of the day, or is giving too much resistance to their partner. The amount of energy you put in while drilling should be around 20%. And we're talking about static drilling. This is where there's minimal resistance and you're just drilling the movement, okay? Positional sparring is completely separate and we're not talking about that. By actively defending or resisting, your partner is having to deal with reactions and movements that the instructor hasn't even gone over yet. On top of this, you may very well be creating or discovering a way of defending the sweep, but that ends up leading to a worse position or even a submission. So don't be the counter striker. Next up, we've got the limp noodle. Okay, there's 20% resistance and then there's 0% resistance. Have you ever tried lifting someone off the ground who's completely limp and relaxed? It's not happening. Unless you're huge, I guess. When you're drilling, it's not only your responsibility to not resist your partner, but also it's your responsibility to give the correct reaction. Most of the time in class, your instructor is teaching a technique based on a specific action or position or movement that your partner is doing, and if you don't give that reaction or sit in the correct position, your partner is going to have a hard time making it work and may not learn it at all. To avoid being the limp noodle drilling partner, give the correct amount of resistance, that 20%, and pay attention to how your instructor's drilling partner is sitting or moving, or, hopefully your instructor tells you what reaction is happening. Next up on our list is the speed demon. Now listen to me when I say this, YouTube. Faster does not equal technicaler. More technical. Whatever. The point is, if you're just learning the technique for the first time, you need to go slower than you think you should, just so that you pick up all the small details that you can and build good habits. You don't want to skip pieces that are important, but may also even be critical to the success of the technique. More importantly than that, if you move too quickly the wrong way, you could injure your partner. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. We're moving on to the spaz. I'm sure many, if not all of you, have already heard the term at one point or another, spazzy white belt. If you happen to be self-aware enough to recognize that you're spazzy,
as a self-recovered spazzy white belt,
I assure you there is hope. This type of drilling partner is similar to the speed demon, but with a dash of explosiveness mixed into this cocktail. If going fast leads to potentially injuring your opponent, explosiveness and quick jerky motions is the career-ending form of speed demon. Quick random movements are never a good idea, even if you think they are working. As a beginner, you may get frustrated when the moves don't work exactly like you expect them to, whether it's drilling or during a round or positional sparring, and you may be tempted to come up with your own ways of doing the moves that you think work better. You don't want to do that, especially when it's quick and explosive. Ultimately, it's going to hinder your learning. You're going to miss pieces of the technique, similar to some of our other types of drilling partners. And not only that, you're going to have a hard time finding drilling partners because they don't want to die. So we've got 2 more bad drilling partners on our list, and this next one is the assistant to the assistant coach. It's one thing to remind your partner of a detail that they're missing or a major piece of the movement. It's an entirely different thing to hold their hand and walk them through every single piece of the technique like they're a toddler who doesn't understand English. It's like, even if your partner is getting little pieces of the movement wrong, you shouldn't verbally walk them through every step because they're never going to remember it that way. They need to struggle and think through things a little bit in order to learn better. If you verbally tell them what to do, it's like giving them a fish instead of teaching them how to fish. Now, I will say, if they're missing a major piece of the technique that's critical to its success that your instructor pointed out multiple times, it might be a good idea to tell them. Or, better yet, give them like non-verbal cues like shake your arm or like look at it or something like that to help jog their memory. And then when you're drilling it, make sure that you're doing every critical piece. That way when they see it, they might understand or they might pick up on that piece of the detail. So our last bad drilling partner is more of a non-driller. Basically, they're not drilling at all, and that's the talker. Talking while drilling is totally acceptable and completely fine. I encourage it because it helps you get to know the people around you and make friends. But talking instead of drilling is going to hurt your jiu-jitsu, and it's going to hurt your partner's jiu-jitsu as well. They're not going to have as much time and as many reps to get the movements in, so they're going to learn slower. Feel free to talk to your partners, hang out, learn about them, learn about their personal lives, however deep you want to get into it, but make sure you're drilling the whole time. That way everybody's benefiting from the class. Being a good drilling partner is imperative to your success in jiu-jitsu. Not a single person got good at jiu-jitsu by doing jiu-jitsu by themselves. So you better hope that the people around you in your gym actually like training with you. My goal is that by stating these bad habits and these stereotypes, if you're doing these, probably unknowingly, you'll realize that and become aware and start being a better drilling partner for your teammates. That's only going to benefit you and the people around you. Also, it's going to reduce the likelihood of injury and make a better gym experience for everyone involved. That concludes our bad drilling partners video here, guys. I want to say I am amazed at how many subscribers and how many of you are watching my videos right now. I know 90% of you that are watching my videos aren't subscribed, so you should definitely consider subscribing if you like my content. I can hardly believe that this many people want to hear me talk, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So remember, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you're interested, and y'all have a great day. Go train.